welcome back to Clowntown Season 4, Episode 2. Got a good one. We got a packed house for you guys today. Want to start off with some baseball topics. Recently, the Sox have made a bunch of transactions, and I want to pick everyone's brain here, especially Jack G, as a Yankees fan, on what are we thinking and who's going to win the AL East.
Yeah, I mean, nothing's better than baseball season. It's a great sport to watch. Just a lot of off-season moves, and I think the whole Rafael Devers situation is crazy. I mean, has he played yet this spring? I don't even know.
He's gonna get back in the lineup this week.
And yeah, I think like Alex Corey, he's your third baseman. It's not Bregman. Like,
I disagree with that.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I think Bregman should play second. Devers is the franchise guy.
No.
He should play wherever he wants to play.
Devers is a terrible third baseman. He has led the AL East in errors in the past 7 years.
No, he leads the league. He was 32 out of 32.
Oh, was he? Well, past 7 years is but AL East.
Yeah.
League, I guess, in the past couple of years. And Bregman is a Gold Glove third baseman.
I know.
What's the conversation?
The conversation is when Devers told reporters, he says, "I'm a third baseman." So this is not gonna. There's a lot of friction here. And
he's getting paid too much. He goes where he fucking is told.
So you think he's gonna just DH?
Yeah, good fucking DH.
Why? If he's getting paid that much, he should play the field. No.
I saw like when this whole first thing came out, if someone said like a baseball analytics said if he wants to go to the Hall of Fame, his best bet is just to DH the rest of his career.
Like David Ortiz.
He's not going to do it in the field.
He's a terrible third baseman. I don't know. It's not even a conversation.
I wouldn't even compare him to Ortiz, Jack G. That's, as a Red Sox fan, that's a slap in the face. Ortiz was happy with just playing every day. That meant hitting.
At the end of the career, Devers will be a better hitter than David Ortiz. I swear to God.
And this is why you're a Yankees fan.
I swear to God, Devers is going to be a better hitter than Ortiz at the end of his career. Come on.
That's the hottest take I think I've ever heard.
Look at Brendo. Brendo, what do you think?
Brendo's waiting for college hoops. That's all.
I think that once baseball comes back, I'll bet no-hit bats, and I'll be happy.
No runs first innings is the best sweat.
Is it gonna be hit at this? Is it gonna be hit this inning? Is it not gonna be hit this inning?
Yeah, that's fun too. But I've been watching a lot of spring training recently, and they're implementing the new rule. They're not doing it this year. It's just going to be in the minors this year. But in spring training, they're doing. You could challenge a ball or strike. You get one challenge per game, and you do a little head tap if the hitter thinks it's a ball. And I think it's awesome.
Hey, Jack, I love how you segmented that right into. That was a smooth transition.
I know.
That's great podcasting right there.
They call me Jack Smooth Transition G. That's what they call me. That's what they call me. But
I think that's just going to eliminate umps at some point.
Be my guest. They're terrible.
Yeah, it was a tough year for umpires. I think that's probably why they're doing it.
Should we all go around?
Think about the jobs. Think about the jobs.
Yeah, the market would not be great, huh? But I think we all, since this is the topic, what's our strike three call? I mean, it's perfect.
Umpire out of the four of us.
Let's let our fans know what everyone's strike three call.
I like this.
Yeah.
I'll go first. It's a strike three looking. Strike three looking, okay? That's mine. Nick?
Oh boy.
That wasn't as good.
I want Brendo.
Joe, when I played baseball, I was too busy seeing the field, not, pitching once here and there like Jack G was.
Oh, whoa!
I was a pitcher only. I'm fine. It was the best ever. All right, Brendo.
All right, let's see. Yeah.
That's great. Oh boy. Here we go. The Mr. Umpire here.
Mine was just quick and efficient.
All right, let's see it.
There's no move. It was just 3.
Oh, boo, boo.
It was loud and confident. It was loud. 3.
The beer league softball umpire strike call. 3.
That's it.
That's it. Hey.
It's efficient.
I'd kick dirt at your feet if that was the strike three card.
I'm surprised the amount of little kids that have done that and sworn at me. How do you know that word? You 10? Oh my god.
My name is Strike 3.
But I want to talk about hoops as we are in March.
Joe,
Did someone say March?
Can I address the elephant in the room before we go on?
Go ahead.
The mustache is gone. It's been gone since February 13th. I went to go trim it, and I trimmed one side too short. And if I kept it, I would have looked like Hitler. We don't want that. Personally, I don't want that as an image, but I also don't want that in my image for Clowntown sports. The fans deserve better.
Appreciate that.
Was anyone upset? No, everyone was happy. I mean, everyone was ecstatic to see it go. Do I feel a little naked on the face? Yes. Am I a little jealous of your facial hair, Joe G? A little, but that's all right. We'll get past it. Maybe we'll come back. If I go below 500 in March Madness, the mustache won't come back. But if I go above, it's coming back.
All right, so the mustache is not going to come back then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
I'm off
mustache
to a
is
terrible
cooked.
start already. So
The
yeah.
mustache is cooked.
Dave,
If I win our bracket pool, oh my god, it's gonna come back. And
I actually want to address another elephant in the room. Actually, Brendan and Jack G have not joined the March Madness pool yet.
I'm working on it.
I'm gonna call them out directly. That's a direct offense to me. It's March. You should be in the pool. Period. End of story.
I'm working on it.
I think I joined right away.
Yeah, you were the first person in. It's an offense to me as your buddy.
The issue was that it was in Yahoo. It's just Yahoo takes forever.
you.
I have to reset my password every year for Yahoo.
No, I think I have to reset mine too.
I've known you for 6 years, and you've been involved in this for 6 years, and all 6 years I've been Yahoo.
No, I know I'm gonna join, but it's just like no one who uses. I mean,
Brendo, you doing
Speaking of
good?
that, can you resend
yeah,
the link?
yeah, I'll do my. I haven't set anything up yet.
I've sent it twice to you, two Jamotes.
I haven't. Busy man. Busy man. I have a lot of business. I'm handling a lot of business with work. Busy man.
With work, what's the
I
next?
gotta work.
It's just,
Hey, Joe, travel
Work,
back.
where's the other?
Gym- I'm a big gym guy right now. That's the other thing. I've been going to the gym a lot.
Both things Joe G does.
What did you say? What was that, Nicky?
I said both things you do.
Oh, thank you very much. You're a good guy.
I've noticed.
It's very nice of you.
You know what I've noticed? Why is Joe's camera so much higher quality than all of ours?
Oh,
Does it look high quality to anyone else, or is?
I bet it's his what computer is that, Joe?
the Mac.
This thing's ancient. This is older than Nicky.
It's so
Older than me.
This thing is older than dirt.
The video's gonna come out. It's gonna be Joe's thing. It's gonna be so high quality. I see it perfectly.
Yeah.
Nick's in the bathroom again.
This space is gonna be glowing while we're just.
The hallway.
Where are you? What is happening?
I'm in the hallway of Newman's because my room's busy.
Why?
I'm in my room.
We need you a little bit louder. I need to hear
Can you
you.
hear me?
I can hear. I need you a little more animated.
Sorry.
Ah,
There it is. But I do want to I want to talk to Brendo, and I want Brendo to start us off with hoops. What's going on? Who's your most highest team right now? That's the hottest, and the team that was hot at the beginning of the season that has been shitting the bed lately.
well, first I guess we'll start with. I mean, Duke is clearly. You could argue that Duke at this point has overtaken Auburn for the favorite.
I don't know.
No, I'm saying you can argue. I'm still gonna roll with Auburn if push came to shove. We get those two against each other. Hopefully, I was talking today to my coworker about this actually. Hopefully they're on opposite sides. They're both, I mean, obviously one seeds, but it would be so sick to just have the potential to have them play each other. Auburn, I foresee Auburn pretty much running the table at this point up until I don't know if they'll have any challenge until at least
Top
the
one tonight. They have Texas A&M away.
I think
Texas
they
A&M
could
is a good team.
lose 64, like last year.
What did you say?
Auburn could lose in the round of 64 just like last year.
They're
That-
completely different from last year.
That team
I
is
swear to
so
God.
thorough. I mean, they are so like they are good at everything. it would be hard pressed to see them lose. Now, Duke, the only issue with Duke is just they just feel still so young. Like, I would
They've
see
had that
there's a
experience.
bigger chance for a big upset for Duke, but at the same time, they're also like a very well-rounded team when they're all playing good. Uh, all the white kids are nice with it on that
I've s-
team,
I,
but
I've seen projections. I've seen projections. Like bracket projections, like Duke playing like Bryant in the round
Yeah.
of 64. That would be hilarious.
Just to honest, Bryant would win because I mean they beat us every opportunity we had in Frisbee except last year we beat them. Joe, I don't know if you ever beat them when you were playing before us.
We beat 'em.
Oh, we beat him.
We beat
Oh,
'em.
But that'd be crazy though, Bryant against Duke. I think Bryant's either playing right now or they're playing later. I think I looked,
they're up 30 right now.
they're like -10. Like when was Bryant basketball -10? Well, like
Huh.
their spread. That's crazy.
But back
Yeah.
to the team that was good. I had high hopes for Clemson. No, sorry, Cincinnati earlier in the year.
Oof.
They struggled.
They've struggled pretty hard. They don't really have any good win. I mean, they did beat BYU beginning of February. I pulled up their schedule here. They were so hot at the beginning of the year. They were, let's see, what were they? 1-10 or 10-1, 10-11.
Next
Um,
episode, we should do our own selection show
that would
I
be
like that.
sick.
where we
Oh,
pick
yeah.
we are the committee and we pick the bracket.
We have to go deep into research for that. Deep. I want everyone to go so hard for the research for that.
That's insane.
Spend so much time making it. That would be so much fun.
What are our thoughts about St. John's?
I love St.
Big,
Good team, man.
Yeah,
big.
I think that watching a couple of their games and the highlights, I mean, they're a legit contender.
Yeah.
I would like to think maybe not a Final Four appearance, but at least to get to the Elite Eight.
I'm gonna put the Rick Pitino meme somewhere here that I have of him like overseeing like China or whatever it is. It's so
Yeah.
funny.
Rick Pitino is a crazy man. I'll tell you that.
What about UConn, Jeffrey?
What's going on with UConn? I was just gonna say that.
UConn's starting to figure it out a little bit. You know, four of their players were fasting for Ramadan last week, and it was great. They still played. And for those of you who don't know, any of the fans in Ramadan, when you fast, you can't have anything to eat or drink. So what I was hearing is that the players would take water when they were on the bench and swish it in their mouth, but not swallow it.
Pause.
I
That
I
seems
can't
like cheating.
imagine. I cannot imagine not not being able to drink during like a sporting event or something, like having water. Like I'd die.
You think that's their key to success lately, Jack G? Is that what you're saying?
You know, if religion wants to be on their side, it could be on their side. I'm not one to argue that. But I want to talk about two teams here. A team that I like, my dark horse team. Silence, drum roll. BYU. Oh, dude, they are a good team, man. BYU, and they're just gonna get better next year. They got the number one recruit coming in next year, and then I want to talk about a team that might not make the tournament. Well, they will be, but they'll be a first round exit. Kansas.
Yes.
And I'll tell you one thing. Brendo's gonna disagree. Hunter Dickinson is the most overrated player that ever walked the face of the
He's so hard to watch.
He's so bad.
Betting on him is the equivalent of just pulling my hair out.
Yeah, it's so bad. I've bet on Kansas way too many times, and they've disappointed me every single time.
You haven't learned, have you?
I'm done now. I'm done.
I mean, Joe
I'm
G.
a big hater of Arizona too. I think Arizona is so fraudulent.
Yeah.
Why is that, Joe?
They just can't win games that they need to win. They suck on the road, and that's like the biggest factor. If you suck on the road, you can't play in tough arenas. Good luck playing in March.
And you don't like Caleb Love, do you?
He sucks. He can't perform when he needs to perform. He's the same thing you can see.
Who's better, Caleb Love or Hunter Dickinson?
Caleb Love.
Oh my God, come on, that's not even.
Wow.
I don't like Hunter Dickinson, but I don't like Hunter Dickinson, but
50 questions, and that's not one of them.
Can I go back to Duke here? What do we think about Cooper Flagg? Is he going to stay? stay another year and get that, or is you just get like if he stays, he's like losing out on 400 million.
He gone, bro.
He's gone.
I don't know if you guys saw the clip from I think yesterday's game when his dad was in the stands and all the Duke fans were saying one more year, and his dad got up and was like, "Yeah."
What's he gonna do? He's gonna stand up and go, "Fuck all of you. Fuck all of you. We're gone."
He's
We're
only,
taking the money and then we're gonna leave.
he's only making 4 million. I mean, only 4 million. Fuck, for an 18-year-old, that's a lot. But like, you would think someone of his caliber, he would be making more than 4 million.
If he
I mean,
if
I
he
think
stays,
Caitlin Clark was making way more.
if he stays, he's gonna tear his ACL. That's just how it's gonna go.
That's a sad thing to say.
I know, but that's just it's like the 2K curse, the cover athlete curse. Like something's gonna happen.
I mean, he's a
stays.
stud. He can, and he's from Maine.
He wants to get drafted by the Celtics.
Now, oh my God, that won't happen. But
In pivot, we have a bunch of possible points here that we can kind of just like rapid fire almost, just bang them all out. We have like 10 of them here, so we can kind of just go one by one. Starting with the NBA All-Star.
mess.
If you want to call it I don't even know what you want to call it. It is unwatchable. Is what I would
Failure.
call it. It's terrible. And you know what? Going back to we're coming off a week of from the, or maybe a week and a half now, from the NHL All-Star break. They completely flipped that and everybody watched it. It was a huge success. How does the NBA figure that out and change it? Because it's not watchable. Every part of it's not watchable. The celebrity All-Star game, the fucking actual All-Star game. It's all a joke. Dunk contest is getting to be a joke too.
Yeah,
You gotta make the players care.
When the same person wins 3 years in a row, I don't care how good the dunks are. Like,
Mac McClung hasn't played a minute in the NBA barely, and he's winning the dunk contest. Like he shouldn't even be allowed.
You're literally just using him at this point.
Yeah.
they're like, hey, don't play in the NBA, don't get hurt, because we need you every year so you can make 4 good dunks.
No one wants to like. Who really wants to see Mac McClung dunk every year? No one. I'd rather see like some mid dunks from All Stars rather than some like crazy stuff from this guy Mac McClung. Like I can see that on YouTube anytime I want from anyone else that's like a crazy dunker or whatever. They need to go ahead.
I would say there's just like YouTubers who dunk and that are honestly better than Mac McClung. Like there are certain YouTubers that are designated for dunking and they're unbelievable.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It feels like it's the same thing to just pull Mac McClung in every time and have him and friggin' nobody's play. You need friggin' the Dwight Howards back again. You need
Blake Griffin.
Yeah, you need the Blake Griffins.
Jack Levine was great too at it. He was a fucking.
Is the NBA All-Star like weekend or game worse or better than now the NFL, like the Pro Bowl?
It's way worse. It's almost.
I mean,
the NBA game is better than the Pro Bowl.
I mean, at least the Pro Bowl is flag football. I mean, what do we do?
The Pro Bowl is so unwatchable. It's not even funny. It's so bad.
How is the NBA All-Star game watchable to you? It is
They're
literally
both bad. They're both bad.
They're walking around and they're like shooting half-court air balls. It's just like, dude, what are you?
At least they're playing basketball though. Like the flag football game is just absurd. I mean, you have the guys just running around.
It's so different though because there's like in NFL, like you're not gonna want to fucking pound somebody and hit somebody into the ground.
That's how it used to be though. That's how it used to be.
I think the Pro Bowl needs to be one game from the OG XFL.
What do you mean?
Like, I mean, players wouldn't be into that because that's huge injury risk. But I mean, think about the ratings. Bringing back the OG XFL with your favorite NFL players.
In an ideal world, you just have a regular game like they used to have. I get it's not feasible anymore, but it doesn't mean it's any more watchable than the NBA. Now, granted, the NBA game sucks. They need to get rid of the rising star thing. I agree with, who was it, like Charles Barkley or whoever it was that was saying, like, I don't think it was Charles Barkley, but they're like, why do we even have rising stars? This is an all-star game. This isn't the soon-to-be all-star game. It's the all-star game. Delete that team. Just get rid of that.
A lot of work. It's all about incentivizing the players first, and then that'll make them play harder or do whatever.
The highest paid athletes in the world.
Yeah, that's
I know.
That's
And it's sad because like the the Four Nations face off. There was no incentives to that. The players just played. They just played in the NHL. That was awesome.
I mean,
It
I
was
think that's just hockey, like showing to you like these players are. It's more about the sport than the money to them. I mean,
Yeah.
hockey players really aren't getting paid that much compared to your NFL, NBA. I mean, you look out. I mean, if I was a stud for the NHL and I was asked during my All-Star break for 2 weeks to go represent my country and play the sport I love, I mean, no hesitation, I'm in. I don't care if I get paid more, even if I get paid at all, I'm pumped.
I think
I have
basketball
no
players do.
idea.
Basketball players are going to do that though. Like they come around every Olympics, they play hard for the Olympics. The thing is, the All-Star break to these players mean absolutely nothing anymore. There's no reason for it to be. You need to have it. Actually, I listened to Bill Simmons' podcast, and he had like a good. You only take the top players. You have to be. I think you gotta be. He said something like the top 6 teams in the East or the West, or the top 10 teams, or whatever it was. So like, if you're a bottom team, sorry Wembanyama, but you're on the fucking Spurs. You're not making the All-Star game because your team's trash. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta just make it the stars of the top teams of the East and the West. Have it classic East and West. I think that would be more fun because it's the top teams. It's the people that you want to watch. The teams that actually are fun to watch every year compared to, or that year compared to watching the fucking
Yeah, I still
Wembanyama. It's like.
the gameplay and the way they fucking play the game.
What
It's,
about
I don't think it's that the issue. I think the issue is the watching and them actually trying to play. It's not. They're not playing.
Yeah.
make it NBA versus WNBA for the All-Star break? See what happens.
NBA is hard enough to watch as it is.
Mix it. The WNBA players with the NBA players, have them go at it, like Caitlin Clark and Kevin Durant. Like
No,
that would be.
they tried doing that with Steph and Sabrina's 3-point contest last year.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then this year they wanted to do a Caitlin Clark, Sabrina against Steph and Clay. Like in theory, like that. Sure, that sounds like a great idea. Maybe 6 years ago, when Clay and Steph were like really truly in their prime, and they were known as the Splash Brothers. You know what
I
I
would
mean?
have watched that. I don't know why they didn't do that. Why didn't they have Caitlin Clark at the All-Star game? They had
I
fucking
think
Kevin Hart talking out of his bum the entire thing. I mean,
I think Caitlin Clark denied it, or like said she didn't want anything to do with it, which is fair.
I don't
But at
know
the
about
same
that.
time,
Is that true? Someone fact check that.
I-
Caitlin Clark denied the All-Star game? That can't be true.
We'll fact check that. We'll come back next pod. Let's move on to the next talking point.
Yeah.
Talking point. John Cena
Oh yeah.
oh no,
and teaming up with The Rock. I have.
I'm lost.
Dude, let me tell you. You can't see me. I did not see that one coming.
Make that the
And
clip.
I'll tell you what. WWE is back. It's been back for a few months now, but it's really back now. And I don't know. I think I might have to go to Monday Night Raw next week in Madison Square Garden.
We're
That's
back.
all. We're back. John Cena heel turn was the best thing since sliced bread. It was awesome. And Travis Scott smoking a joint in the background too. That was great. It was awesome. I don't know if you guys watched it, but it was awesome.
I didn't watch it, but Jackie's a huge WWE guy. He absolutely bitches it. And I'm assuming that this is a Jack G question. Actually, no, might not be. But if Nick was a WWE superstar, what would his theme song be? What would his name be? And would he ever win a title? What is Nick's WWE career like?
Well, first off, is Nick a face or a heel? Is Nick gonna be a good guy or is he gonna be
No,
a bad
Depends if he
guy?
has the mustache.
He's a heel. He's a heel, and he likes to interfere matches all the time. That's what he'll do.
I think he
Honestly.
comes out as a good guy. Like they try and push him as a good guy, but everyone boos him. He's just like, "Fuck all of you, fuck you all."
And he tells everyone to suck it. That's
Yeah.
Fuck you. I'm gonna fuck you. That's what it's gonna be. You're
I agree with Jack. He just interferes in all the matches. It's them a great match is going on, and then Nick just comes out and takes the guy out, and everyone, boo, fuck you, fuck you, and then he pulls the chair out.
Yeah. Boom.
I'm gonna hit you and then fuck you.
Nick reminds me of like a Chris Jericho. Just like a pest. You don't want to
Y2K.
deal with him. But yeah, Nick, you're definitely a heel. You're a bad guy.
I think if he has the mustache as a heel, I think if he's babyface, he's
The babyface assassin.
And I was. Go ahead, Brenda.
He's a little bit reminiscent of Chris Benoit, if you remember Chris Benoit.
Chris Benoit, let's go.
Brother, you gotta put in the clip that you made freshman year with me jumping off the ladder into the pool for high tide.
Oh, I'll put a clip in. Yeah, I'll put
Yeah.
a few clips in here right now.
I do my signature move. You put like a baby pool out there, and I just jump off the ladder.
I don't know what Nick's wrestling name would be though. That's like a good question. I don't know. I was trying to brainstorm a little bit, but couldn't really
Right.
find anything.
I think my walkout song would have to be something like completely like you wouldn't expect. Not even country, Mick, a Rihanna song.
Oh,
What?
Rihanna's got some great tunes.
That's what I mean. Like, they try to have my money. Imagine I walked out to that.
It's your 1A tunes.
Shout out Rihanna if you want to join the podcast. Hop on for an episode. You can.
Yeah. If Rihanna can perform "Stay," forget about it. I might cry.
All right, moving on. You're a running back. You get 50 snaps, 30 from the 20, 20 from the 10, 10 from the 5. How many touchdowns are you scoring, Brendo?
well, I have thought about this before, so I would prefer if
No,
someone
you
else
put it-
goes.
I feel like you've asked this like 4 times.
All right, well then forget it. Forget it.
No, this is great. Let's talk about the pod, but I would like to hear your thoughts.
All right, well, we live in a vacuum here in this situation too. So when you're not gonna get injured per se. You're gonna get hurt. I want to say, I guess we should clear this. I should clarify here. You won't get injured to the point where you can't snap it anymore. You're gonna feel it a little bit, but you're not gonna like, because realistically, we run on the first play, we might be out for the count. I think I'm scoring. I think I'm scoring 3. I think I'm scoring 3.
In total?
3 total. I think I'm scoring 3.
You think you scored 3 touchdowns?
What do
Yeah,
you get?
because I don't think I get any from the 20. I don't think I get any
Who's
from the
the
10.
Full NFL players that you're running up against?
Professional, yeah, professional.
Who's your O line?
I don't
Yeah,
know. I
what-
just
What team?
If it's the Giants O line, you're not scoring any.
no. Let's just say it's an 85 overall offensive line.
It's a decent offensive line.
I don't think anyone gets more than 2.
I think I get 5.
I'm getting 0.
You're not getting.
I think I'm
10
getting
snaps
5.
from the 5-yard line. I
Yeah.
think you can.
I think that's like you're going up against pro NFL players, and none of us are half any of those defensive people's size.
I mean, speak for yourself. I'm an athlete.
Yeah, we're all we're athletes. We can run and we can catch the frisbee, but we can't lower your shoulder into a fucking absolute just menace. 220, 230, 6'4" linebacker. Good night to all of us.
No, I think I break loose on one of the snaps from the 10, and then I get 2 from the 5.
It's
Serious.
insane.
I'm serious. I think I find the hole, and I just go untouched for one of the snaps from the 10. I have 20 tries from the 10.
What's
You're
your
gonna-
What's my what?
celebration be if you make it?
I'm doing the Randy Moss one where I moon the crowd, and then I just
Joe, what's yours?
What about me?
Yeah, what's yours? Joe's gonna hit the meanest gritty.
No, my celebration. It got to be the arrow.
Judgy.
Suck it. Suck it.
suck it, suck it.
Moving on to worst trophy in sports.
Oh, I know this. I thought about this one for a solid week, and the worst trophy in sports is the World Cup trophy.
Like the actual,
Like the design of the trophy is absurd. It's a shitty trophy. Look it up. It's nothing. It's nothing cool.
No, I know it. I think it's a little bit lame, but I don't think it's. I think it's iconic because it's always the same. I mean, I don't know. I think it's sort of cool. It's a little bit lame. It's sort of cool.
I'll pivot to that. I think being professional sports. I think golf has some of the best underrated trophies that you could get. I think NASCAR is also up there. I mean, if you win the race in Nashville, you get a legit guitar.
I've never watched a NASCAR race in my life, so
You're missing out because let me tell you, when in Daytona a couple weeks ago, there were like 20 laps left, and I saw a car legit flip over like 3 times. It was like, I mean,
You'd be getting so into NASCAR. Yeah.
I bet on it. I bet on it. My driver came in second. I was pissed.
Here's
Oh,
right.
no. Well, so what's your worst trophy in sports?
My worst trophy?
Yeah, what's your least? What do you think is the worst trophy in sports?
I don't even.
Tough question off the top of the head.
It is. I mean, I would.
It's not like we had talking points or anything.
Oh,
You can do it.
I don't know. I mean, I think the Stanley Cup might be my favorite. I mean, just
okay.
picturing having that for the night and just like slugging beers or high noons out of it.
I was gonna say I was a little bit concerned you were about to say that was your least
Yeah.
favorite trophy.
No, I think that's my favorite. I think the Lombardi Trophy. I understand like it's a tradition now, but I think we should switch it up.
What? Fucking Brady trophy?
No, Joe.
No, the Mahomes trophy.
All the Breeze trophy. I'll be
It's Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce on the Super Bowl trophy. That's what it should be.
Hey, Saquon got extended 2 years too. Not to go off topic.
He did.
He's here to stay. Fuck you, Jack G.
Shout out Giants. He's got
I don't care.
19 games throughout.
I wanted him to have success. He's not gonna have success with the Giants. I can tell you that much. We're probably gonna end up getting fucking Aaron Rodgers. So, and that's gonna be if the Giants sign Aaron Rodgers, you should probably call someone to check in a mental check my mental health, because I might not if that happens.
I saw.
I might need a mental check.
I saw in
I
the
swear
mock
to God.
draft. You
Why?
guys
Because you're gonna be happy or pissed?
I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, you should be pissed.
The
I
dude is
saw-
the dude is the most senile person in the NFL. He's so senile, it's not even funny. And you know what that means? If the Giants get Aaron Rodgers, that means we're getting Devontae Adams, and he's just as senile. Oh my God.
This is gonna be Jack G watching the games.
Oh, yeah, and then we're gonna get with Cam Ward as our QB. Oh, it's gonna be terrible.
Really, you think so?
That's what I think. Can I be promoted into Clowntown Sports to the outreach coordinator?
What does that mean?
I reach out to people asking if they want to join our podcast.
He wants a resume booster.
You can absolutely do that. That sounds great.
Let's go. I'm the outreach coordinator. Let's
Promotion.
go.
Like, she's the senior director of outreach.
Who do you have in
Outreach, I
mind?
love
Who do
it.
you have in mind to outreach?
I think we're gonna start off with someone that we all know.
Patrick?
No, I'm kidding.
Cancel.
I'm not cutting anything out. I'm not cutting any of this.
Keep it in.
I'm not cutting any of this.
Stay on track. Keep the
Headline.
looking-
The headline: Clowntown Sports Season 4, Episode 3 canceled.
Keep on track. Keep it listening.
Get canceled. The fuck.
We only made it 3 episodes.
I'm not cutting anything out.
It's dang.
Oh man, that's great.
How many tournaments is Tiger Woods gonna win? Mickey, kick us off.
I mean, I put that on there because I think a couple weeks ago he announced that he's going to play in some events. Those events, I assume he's going to play in the Masters. I don't really see him win any tournaments, but I think it's good for him to be back because I think he is. I mean, I would say he was the face of golf. I think Scotty is kind of taking that away from him. I don't know if you guys watched started to watch the new season of Full Swing on Netflix. I didn't realize that like Rory was like such a bitch.
Oh, he's an asshole.
My grandfather hates him, and now I understand why. I mean, just watching that makes me hate him more as a fan of golf.
Nick, you
Oh,
said that Scotty Scheffler is the face of golf. What about Jack G after 3 beers?
I think, and Joe, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go on a little tangent here. I think last year's performance, I think we went +1. I know you don't believe it, Joe, but it's true. I think honestly, I think Jack G after I think we had about 8 transfusions. I think about Jack G after 8 transfusions and a lot of just bullshit. He might be the worst. No, I wouldn't say the worst. He's better than me, I would say, but barely. I think it's just pitiful.
I remember looking behind me and looking, or in front of me. Actually, you guys were in front of us last year, and I saw I saw Nikki throw a club. I saw Jack G chunk 3 in a row, and then picked up the ball and threw it. And then I saw Mager shank one 3 towns over. And George looks at me. He's like, if they finish anything above like better than +5, they are lying.
Oh, Joe, we were cruising. You don't understand. Once we hit full like 14, I mean, I can speak for Jack G next. We were in the car together. I mean, it just hit us. At one point, Jack G was crisscross applesauce on the tee box on a par 3. With his what is happening?
Joe,
I never saw Brenda more mad. He was like, guys, we gotta pull it together.
Joe, can you share with the fans here? Tell us what your sister said about us.
She came up to me and I said, "Is everybody behaving, or is there a specific group that's not?" And she's like, "Oh, everyone's fine." I'm like, "How about the fucking 4 idiot Jamo in front of us?" Like, yeah, they're definitely not doing well, but they told us that they want to be the champions of drinking.
Yeah.
And they want to come in first place in drinking.
Yeah.
So I know you appreciate us coming, and I mean I love it. It's a blast. I think what you're doing is awesome, but you got to realize. I mean, you invite us 3 idiots, and then you had Mager. It's gonna be a shit show. But I mean, we also show up. We play golf. We're not disrespectful.
We pulled our weight. We all
Mager
pulled
should
our
be on the
weight.
podcast.
Oh, you're fine.
But I mean, listen, that's a PTO day for me next year. I'm gonna have a blast.
I think my first outreach person is gonna be Mager. That's who I'm gonna reach out to.
That'd be good.
Good plan.
I mean, that whole episode is just gonna be me and him going back and forth.
We need a guest for next week.
All right, that's my job. That's my job.
Do your job or you're fired.
We're gonna go from 4 to 3.
Let's go.
No, but obviously appreciate you boys coming down. That's always a great time.
Well, we're gonna have a sign this year, so.
Oh yeah, I'll put you in touch with our senior director of signage, Josh Kagan.
Didn't he show up to the bar with a leather jacket on?
He's on the board of Holliston Bass.
No shit, is he really?
No.
Oh.
He's the mayor of the town or governor of Connecticut.
I'm the governor.
Moving on to Zion Williamson's belly button. And what in the name of God?
That was a Brendo comment.
It's definitely Brendo.
Did you guys see it?
Dude, I looked it up. I looked it up before we hopped on, and it is crazy.
He's so out of shape, dude. He's so out of shape. He looks terrible.
It's an atomic bomb, right?
I don't know.
Around his belly button.
It's so bad. It's like
so funny.
Let me share. Wait, look.
This needs to be the when we post this it needs to be Zion Williams belly button.
You see it?
Oh my god.
What is that?
That's something Jack G would get.
Yeah. Dude, Loki, that's like a good spot to put a tattoo around your belly button.
Terrible spot.
You can do a lot of things around the belly button. A lot of ideas.
It'll never look good.
Here's possibilities for the belly button tattoo.
Jackie, what do you think about it?
I think let me tell you, if I don't score in Lemony, I'll get a belly button tattoo.
Oh no.
Just your face and the belly button's your mouth.
Yeah.
Can we now listen? I hope we play you guys, and Jackie, I am not letting you score.
We're gonna be terrible.
I'm gonna do my part.
We're gonna be so bad.
We're gonna be fucking trash.
So,
we're
No, we're gonna be great. We're gonna do good.
I mean, yeah. I mean, what do you got? What do you got? 11.25 guys.
We have 12 with my buddy from BC, who's actually gonna be. He's gonna be do or die for us. He's good. He's a starter for BCA.
Hey Joe. Anytime you want to come over and just throw a couple discs with a winning team, just let me know. You're more than welcome.
This is one of your last tournaments, brother, with the winning team.
We got 3 in a row. We got 2-day URI tournament, Lemony, sectionals, a weekend off, and then we're at regionals, and I'm done. So yeah, and then I'll be joining Joe. You got one more year with me. You said you got one more year.
Handing off the captainship, the fucking bullshit that I have to set up the tournament. I'm handing all that off to Nikki.
No. Joe, I'm more talking
I'm not
about.
doing it. I'm not doing it again. I'm tired from setting up the tournament.
Joe, you said you would play one more year. One more year.
I will play. I will play, but I'm not.
No. Give that shit to Brenda.
No,
Brenda was
Nick,
Brenda
Nick,
was happy
you,
before I
you
was.
can't pass it down 1 year. You have to do it
That's
multiple
true,
years
that's true.
down.
I think I'm gonna hand it off to Nicholas.
No, give it to Brenda. Give it to
No,
Brenda.
no, you didn't hear anything I just said. I said you have to go more than 1 year down.
I don't want it. I don't want it.
I'm giving it to you. You're getting handed it. You can
Also,
give it to somebody else.
also Ryan Allen's not allowed on the alumni team.
Yeah.
And
Oh no, I said banned.
oh yeah, he's banned.
Well,
Rob.
fucking Jamoke is also not a band. Josh or whatever. No, not Josh.
Rob.
Rob, he's gone.
Yeah, Rob. I remember. Rob. I think it wasn't in the fall, was it? No, it was in the. Was it in the fall or last spring?
I think it was a spray. He got in my face.
He got in your face, and I pulled him to over the side, and I'm like, dude, out of all the people, I don't even think he knew. I'm like, you don't even know Joe.
Dude,
Joe,
when in doubt,
Joe-
just tell him to put the fries in the bag.
I was like,
That's
Joe, Joe's gonna talk shit to like 4 people, and he's like, well, you go back and forth to Joe. I'm like, yeah, because I know Joe. Same thing with Bizzle. Like if you don't know Bizzle, like I think Teague talked shit to Bizzle like last year. I'm like, if you don't know Bizzle, you can't say, if you don't know any of these guys, you can't say shit to them.
Sure.
Like, because like that's so disrespectful. Like it goes like there's trash talking, and then there's just being a dick. And I mean, I do both. Don't get me wrong. I do
Very
both when I'm-
disrespectful.
And that's why you're a heel. That's why you're a heel if you were in the WWE.
That's why I don't win the Spirit Award. I won the Spirit Award twice in Rye Pool, and I was shocked. I was like, you guys don't know my true colors.
Joe, I heard that the RW team now, they after practice every day, they sit around and talk about what each other are proud of from that practice. They all
We
sit
did
around in a
everything
circle,
like
they hold
that.
hands,
We
and
had
they
to
tell each other who
There's no
they're
answer.
most proud of.
Didn't we have to do that? Didn't we like one of the UNH girls were like, let's jerk each other
No,
off?
no, it was that was Nick, that was your idea if I remember
That
correctly.
was not mine. No, that was my idea because I was keeping my mouth shut. So I rewatched. If you look up on YouTube, RW Ultimate Frisbee, the game. I think it was like against some like school, like the Lighthouses. I remember I caught a disc, and I was like halfway in the field, and I launched it, and it went just like woo. And I looked back, and Joe's like this.
I think I got it.
And then I remember that night.
What is wrong with you?
Joe G and I are handed it, and Joe like puts his hand on my back, and he goes, "Dude, just don't do that shit again."
I didn't like yell at you. Brianna got in your face.
Brianna got in my face. I'm like, but and then if you go back and watch that, maybe I'll like send Brenda. I'll send like that like 10-second clip to you. We gotta stop. I swung at the Big Jared, and Big Jared threw it to me for a score. So it's not like we got scored on that point. We fucking scored. And out of all the people, she is nowhere to talk. No.
You guys are going to the bar or you're fucked.
Yeah. No, it
Or
was
you're
like, no,
fucked.
it was the night Steve and Jared and Luke broke the toilet seat, and I remember that next morning she was like, you guys either get this fixed or you're not allowed to drink, and I'm like, what?
And
No
then
drinking.
Nick's
My
a
favorite part-
freshman. Nick's a freshman construction management major. He goes,
Yeah,
I can
my favorite part of that whole thing is that somebody broke like a little blind or whatever, and then Jared and Luke were like going over there fixing it. And out of the corner of my eye, I watch Nikki. I look at Nikki, and he like sees that there's a little like construction going on over there, and he beelines it. Guy, what's going on over here? Like, let me take. I'm like, are you fucking serious?
That was the same morning we got done with that shitty diner for breakfast, and you were cracking everyone's backs, and Jack G ripped ass on you, and you're like, we were gonna play in like 2 hours, and you're like, oh,
I took a shower, and then I refused to ever crack it back again. I'm pretty sure it's this time I have.
No, you actually broke that promise like last time we hung out. You cracked my back.
I
Well,
think
I am a good guy. I mean, I'm a good guy.
the best part about that trip was it was our Thursday, so we had like a playoff game. You had to win to keep playing, And I remember looking at Joe, and Joe was like, "Dude, I'm actually like excited to lose Frisbee, so we can just come back and booze."
I would never want to lose a game. At the beginning of that game, I did say, I'm like, if we lost, it was the first day of March Madness. It was the
Mhm,
first day of March Madness. So I said, if we lost, I wouldn't be upset. But then in the middle of that game, I was like, all right, fuck, like, I'm never gonna
Yeah.
involve this.
But no way. That trip was a blast because I think the moment we stepped foot in that house till the moment we left on Saturday, I mean, if we were at the house, I don't think I didn't have like a beverage in my hand.
Are we getting together for some games over? Are there any games during spring break, Nick?
I think Selection Sunday is the 16th. No, Joe, correct me
It
if I'm
is.
wrong.
Yeah, it is.
It
So-
is.
So what's that on the calendar?
That's the 16th.
No, like what day of the week, dumbass?
That's a Sunday.
Selection
Selection
Sunday.
Sunday.
Election Sunday.
No, no. So no, I go back to school at 17th.
All right. Well,
Ooh.
that's
But there's the conference championship games. I don't know if that really speaks to anyone. I mean,
All right,
Joe,
last topic.
Joe,
Last topic.
Joe,
What is munting, Brendo?
What is munting? What is that?
What the fuck is munting?
Hey, all I want to say before we move on, Joe, to the
that's
last point.
peak brain rot. That's peak brain
Great.
rot.
It's a brain rot.
I'm buying a Drake jersey.
Oh, dude, I was wearing a Drake shirt earlier.
I'm buying a Drake jersey.
Wait, can we go back to this brain rot topic?
What is munting?
What is munting?
It's just peak brain rot. It's just peak brain rot.
Can you explain it to me? What you put it on here?
No. We gotta cut this
Yeah.
out. We'll have to cut this out.
No,
Oh, yeah, there was no cutting out. Oh, Brendo fucked up.
Ew.
I'm looking it up right now and we're gonna. What is munting? What is munting? Brain rot.
Yeah, she's gonna get like an FBI call for asking this question.
Virus. Joe, well, when Jackie's doing that, can you rank the top 3 high noon flavors?
Rank the what?
Your top 3 high noon flavors.
Jesus Christ.
Grape-
Dude, no, I can't say that on this.
Grapefruit,
I cannot say that on this.
pineapple, lemon.
You like lemon? I think it's too sweet.
What is it? What is munting? Cut the munting part out. I feel like I shouldn't be saying it.
Ugh.
Hi, gentlemen. Great podcast. Great season. 4, episode 2. Jack G's now in charge of getting a special guest. So next episode we'll have a special guest. So stay tuned to that announcement.
Stay tuned. We might be canceled. This podcast might be canceled.
Brendo's gonna get us all.
No, I'll cut it out. We got to do that thing. We have to do it before Selection Sunday, and we got to create our bracket, I think.
Yes, that is the next episode. We're gonna do.
Yep.
We're gonna
Yeah.
be the selection. We're gonna be the selection show, and we're gonna create our bracket, and we're gonna go in depth into each team, and maybe Brendo or Jack G or Nikki. Definitely not Jack G, but maybe one of those two or me will predict the correct bracket. I know Jack G's is gonna be.
Jack G's gonna have UConn winning it all. We're gonna be
You're gonna have
like,
Roger Williams round of 64.
Hell yeah. Dude, you could put the Roger Williams team in a fucking D8 bracket and they'll lose in the first round. They're so bad.
Yo, maybe we can like once we fill out like our brackets, we can put it on Instagram
Yes.
Oh
the
yeah.
Clowntown Sports thing, like each, like you can slide to see all of our brackets and then have the fans react to it or something.
We'll do a live. We'll go live on Clowntown for like one of like the games or whatever to like the round. of
Yeah.
64.
I like that. Maybe Duke Bryant.
All right, gentlemen. Great episode. We will talk in a week.
All right,
Brain
boys.
rot.